All right, guys, welcome back. The wait is over. Here is the brand new Google Pixel 8a. This device right here is being brought to you from a company that obviously knows how to make devices. And this is a pretty eclectic one that they're bringing to their lineup. The A lineup has gotten controversial in a lot of situations for companies, and Google's no different. But the fact remains that this is a great looking device and it actually performs well. I've got it set up and everything, and I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of it and my thoughts of it. I'll also bring in some of the other Pixels so you can look at different colors and everything like that. And I'll definitely bring in the Pixel 8 because I know you guys really want to know what's so different about that one in comparison to this one. So let's take a look here. First, let's focus on this device. This has a 6.1-inch display with a 20 by 9 aspect ratio. So it's a nice fit in the hand. It's not 21 by 9. So basically it's not too wide, not too narrow. You've got a 120 hertz display that is really nice. Corning Gorilla Glass 3. So you've got always on display at a glance with playing and everything. 1400 nits peak brightness for HDR. 2000 nits peak brightness in general, HDR support, 24-bit depth with 16 million colors. This has a 6.1-inch display. If I didn't say it already, I'm pretty sure I did. They're claiming 24-hour battery, which it should be possible. Like, this should get 24 hours. It's got a big battery inside, over 4,000 milliamp hour battery in this little device. It definitely should get there. 4,492 milliamps, basically, is what the number shows. So let's just give it 4,400 of usability out of this battery. You've got fast charging, you've got wireless charging. This is a Pixel 8a. Yeah. So you've got 8 gigs of RAM, and that is LPDDR5X as well. So it's a high performance device. You've got 128 gigs on the A lineup, and now you have a 256 gig option on the A lineup with UFS 3.1. So basically, as I always tell you guys, that is how you transfer things on and off the device quickly. That is how it's done. So that's something that you should take note of. It is going to come out very nice if you get that 256 gig. Because if you're a person who's staying with the device, the 256 gig might be the way for you, but there's always a catch. You cannot get the 256 gig in all the colors. I believe you can only get it in the Obsidian. I don't know why they do that, but it's just what it is. Now, the great part about this device is it has the same processor as the Google Pixel 8 Pro. We've seen this before with Apple. They do it all the time, but Google doing it is a big thing, which means this has the Tensor chip G3. Very nice. And also has the Titan M2 chip as well. So if you don't want the larger Pixel 8 Pro and you just want something different, this at the lowest price point that Google is offering on the website, this is your device, because you still get end-to-end encryption from Google. You get 7 years of updates. You just get VPN. You get everything on here like you got any other Pixel. Now, some high points of this device are the 64 megapixel camera on the back there, and you've got quad PD wide angle camera on here. So basically it's a good camera. It's an f-stop of f1.89, so that is really good. And you consider this as being a $499 device, $399 if you get it from Google right now. They'll give you $100 store credit, so basically you have to buy something else from them. Or I'll leave a link down below to Best Buy. I believe they're giving you a $100 gift card straight up. So that's money you can actually spend on what you want to spend it on. So, but that is there too, 64 megapixel, and then you have a 13 megapixel ultra wide camera with 120 field of view. So that's 120 degrees. That's pretty good. You got optical and electronic stabilization, because this is packed with AI. AI is the thing right now that they're doing, and that's just what it is. So before I get into the software, there's the 64 and 13. You got the LED dual tone flash there. You got your power button here, your volume rocker, and you got antenna lines like all along the side of this device here, everywhere. And you have a SIM tray on that side, and this has facial recognition, and it just uses itself right there. You can see how fast that is. Don't worry if the camera's making like a weird thing. Don't worry about that, because it's just a refresh rate. But yeah, this has a 120 hertz display. We're speaking of refresh rates, and let's get in here and see if it's on there by default, set to 120 hertz. I'll see if it's in here. Let's go bold text though. We want bold text. Let's see, adaptive colors. No, smooth display. So it's off by default. And I'll go ahead and turn this on too, to give them a better touch rate, but it's off by default. So you'll want to turn that on if you want the fastest. And I leave it at the highest rate of these phones, because why have these very nice phones if you're not going to push it all the way up to the limit that they say it can work at? So that's just my thing. That's my thoughts. So while we're in here, here's the display size. I did a restore from my Minty Fresh, and I'll bring that in as well, just to show you the colors and everything and the difference in what it's working with. So let's get here. All right, so let's get out of here and let's go back. And here's the home screen here. Now you can do all the things you can do on every other Pixel, folks. It is here. Magic Editor, Best Take, Magic Eraser, Photo Unblur, Real Tone, Face Unblur, Panorama, Manual White Balance, Night Sight, Portrait Mode, Portrait Light, Motion Autofocus, everything that you can think of, Live HDR Plus and Ultra HDR. All the things that are on the higher end Pixels, including Super Res Zoom, is available on this device. And I took a bunch of photos and I will show them to you, because this device is the device that you might hear some people saying, oh, just get a Pixel 8. So let's bring in the Pixel 8, because this does have stereo speakers as well and 2 microphones with noise suppression. But nonetheless, here is the Pixel 8. This is the Pixel 8. So what you'll notice is these are pretty much almost the same size, but the Pixel 8 is a boxy round and the Pixel 8a is a round body. You should be able to see it very well holding it like this. This is rounded all on the top and corners, and just all the corners are way more round on the A lineup. And I'll bring in the Pixel 8 Pro as well, so you can see. Now, both of these are very small devices, but the Pixel 8 appears to be a little thinner, and then the camera bump is a little bit more out as well. Yeah, but ultimately, folks, these devices, if I didn't tell you what they were, like the different, oh, that's the Pro or that's the 8, that you really probably couldn't tell. They slightly changed the body on this, it appears, because the cases do not fit. Someone's going to ask this. So here's a case for the 8, and it'll fit on the 8A, but it doesn't line up properly because there's no microphone back here on this one. There's a microphone on the top of the 8A, but not on the back of the 8A. See, there's a microphone up there and a microphone up there, but this one also has a microphone back here. Now, this does have voice enhancement, so bear that in mind, but these are ultimately almost identical devices. Now, when it comes to just talking about colors, here is Minty Fresh. Minty Fresh is a lot brighter, and how you see this on camera, this is how it actually is in person. Minty Fresh, because we all, you thought Minty Fresh was like a nice subtle green. This is green. This is alloy. This is green, and it is really nice. They say geniuses pick green too, so I'm not a genius. Google's a genius. So, but here is Minty Fresh, and this is what it looks like, because I know you guys are going to want to know what this looks like. And I'll bring in Bay as well to show you. But I want to say one thing here. This should have been the Pixel 8, meaning they give a gloss back and then a frosted back on their line that costs a little bit less. They all have the same processes and everything in here, so it's weird that the A lineup got the frosted body completely. Because if you've been following me long enough, you've always heard me say, and this was hazel, by the way, this color is hazel. You've always heard me say that Google should do the frosted back on the 8 and also have leave the aluminum sides, like the brushed aluminum. But they did it to the A line. So I was like, wow, that's nuts. But anyway, here is Bay. Everybody loves Bay. Here is Bay. That nice, beautiful blue is nice. And this phone does come in different colors. This alloy is the newest color. So it comes in, the Pixel 8a comes in alloy, the newest color, Bay, porcelain. I do have a porcelain Pixel, I have a porcelain Pixel Fold. It's in a case, but Pixel Fold is porcelain. And then I have an Obsidian Pixel as well. So, but this comes in alloy, this beautiful green here, Bay, porcelain, and Obsidian. And they're all going to be the frosted backs, which I think is really nice. I think they did justice by doing it this way, man. They should have definitely made the Pixel 8 with the frosted body too. I don't understand that move, but hey, they do. They know what they're doing. They're the masters of their game and their craft. I'm just following along. This Minty Fresh is still a hot color, and Bay is a hot color too, but this alloy, it's a deeper green. And so you see what happens to the sides with that deeper green. It gets really, really deep. And yeah, that is nice. So the alloy is a very nice deep green color in comparison to the Minty Fresh. Now, again, when it comes to software, you can see how fast that recognition is, that facial recognition is. So I'm going to show you some pictures, and we'll talk about it, and we'll go ahead and move out of here, because this is an overview of this device. I'm going to use it. I'm going to put it through its paces. But folks, this is nothing but a baby Pixel 8 Pro. I mean, right on Google's website, they're bragging about this having the same processor as the Pixel 8 Pro. I mean, it's impressive. It's impressive. Now, some things you can't see is the USB-C 3.2. That's very much needed, because then you can do the fast charging. Now, unfortunately, like I said at the beginning, you don't get a charger in the box, but Google was kind enough to send over their latest charger here. I think that's a nice thing. Did I say that already? I might have. But yeah, there's a lot going on here. You got stereo speakers, 2 microphones, noise suppression. So I'm going to play a video, and then I'm going to show you the photos, and then we'll probably cap this off and let you get on your way. So let me bring up a video here, and I'll be right back. All right, so here is a video playing in HDR. This does play in HDR. As you can see, I've got it set at 2160 by 60 HDR. Let's play it here and you listen to the microphones.
I haven't driven it in about a week or so, so I was supposed to go to a show today, but it didn't work out. That show was canceled or something like that, so I had to bend some corners. And
so these speakers, while very nice, you're not going to blow anybody away. You're going to have a very nice set of speakers going here with a beautiful display. That remains to be seen. You are going to get that, and I can guarantee you that looking at this display, you are going to be impressed. And that's saying a lot, because Google has some good displays, and a lot of people use Samsung displays, but Google's display on this little display, I shouldn't say little, it's 6.1. It's uniformed all the way around, a little bit bigger on the bottom, but that's nothing to complain about. But the quality here is what I'm impressed with. Seeing this in person, over video, you'll never really get the gist of any of these, but over video, it just doesn't do it the justice that I think it deserves. Like, you can actually pick out, but in person, you will in fact see a beautiful display. Now let me see where the brightness is set at. Let's see, it's on auto bright. Let's see where it's at. It's at about 50% actually. And the reason it's boosted like that is probably because of the HDR. Now, for this to have the Tensor chip, folks, let me just kick it to 100 with you real quick. I don't know why it's taking so long to rotate like that. I have no idea. This has the same chip as the Pixel 8 Pro. Do they dumb it down? Like, does Google do stuff like that? Do they like adjust their displays or adjust their processors, clock speeds? Well, you know what? They can clock it different, but why would they do that? I don't know. This has Wi-Fi 6E, by the way, as I get out of here and show you these. It is 5G compatible, obviously, with sub 6 gigahertz. So, you want to see some photos? Let me show you some. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and close out of here. Hope you enjoyed those photos and a first look at the brand new Google Pixel 8a. It has all the software suite. I just want to go ahead and show you here. It does have all the AI you could think of. This is a good look from Google. A lot of people might shake a leg at this and say, hey, it's not worth $500. You know, Google's giving you $100 store credit though if you decide to purchase through them. Now you can't take that $100 and go somewhere else, but you can get $100 store credit through them if you decided to purchase this. And then you can go ahead and buy something else like a fast charger, because it does not come in the box, unfortunately. You get the cable and the data transfer tool, but you don't get a charger. So unfortunately, you got to buy that separately, but it is an option for you. So you can use that $100 to buy some other cases, whatever you want to do with it. It's totally an option. Or if you don't want to go through Google Store, you can still get the same device. Head over to Best Buy. I'll have a link for that below as well. And Best Buy, I believe, is giving you a $100 Best Buy gift card. So same thing. They're either taking it off right away or just hit the link below. You'll see what it is. I know they're giving you a $100 gift card, and I think they might be discounting the phone too. I'm not sure, but I think the best price and best place to buy these devices is probably going to be Google Fi. Hit that link down there for Google Fi. If you don't have Google Fi, or if you do have Google Fi, whatever. If you don't have Google Fi, definitely sign up. I don't get any perks from you signing up anymore because I am tapped out on Google Fi, but you still can get a discount. And if you don't have Google Fi or you do, either way, you can get a discount whether you're a consumer of Google Fi or not already. But big discounts for sure for these devices through Google Fi. And that's keeping it all in the family. So just want to share that with you. Lots of links down below. Check them all out. Do what you want to do. I think this is a hot device. I'm not going to shake a leg at it and just say, oh my gosh, get a Pixel 8, because it's just not that simple. The Pixel 8 does in fact cost more than this device. And this does have all the functionality of the Pixel 8. Looks a little better, feels a little better in the hand. Definitely love the frosted body on here. So you decide. This is the new alloy color, and I think you're going to like this when you see it in person. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Team Pixel stand up. What a beautiful gift from Google.